Bari or and welcome to this Eurovision reaction and review. So today we are going to listen and react to the Armenian entry for Eurovision. Now, just a very quick question: where the hell is Bulgaria? Well, if Bulgaria released a music video, that would be here in the playlist, but no, Armenia. So Artsvik was chosen way back in like December by their Depi Evratesil, I believe, or something like that. And so her song was revealed, fairly recently. So what are we going to do? We are going to listen to Fly With Me by Artsvik, and then we are going to try to review it. All 6 backup dancers, they can't really redo this on Eurovision stage. Okay, so Armenia doing something a little bit different again, but you know what? I kind of appreciate it because Armenia, they can do different well. I mean, it's kind of when they try to do something that's not that different that they end up not doing as well as they could do. I mean, unless you want to count 2015, in which case, yeah, they kind of didn't do that very well at all. But Artsvik and this specific song, this is like, whoa, I'm taken by it, but I don't know if I like it as a song or if I like it as a music video. The thing here is, there's so many entries that are like slightly off kilter this year that I am just like appreciating them all quite a bit more now. Oh, okay, I was not expecting it to get to this level, to be very honest. I thought it would kind of stagnate, but no, you're just going to keep building. Good. Armenia. Wow, that was quite a striking visual presentation. In terms of just the music video itself, the colours there, all the colours seemed highlighted. I'm not sure if there was saturation going on in post-production there as well. There probably was. But I just want to say that, wow, this is, I don't think it's exactly what I was expecting from Armenia, because from what I had heard, Artsvik was doing a lot of ballads during the national final, and so to get kind of this mid-tempo ethnic number was just a little bit off what I was expecting. But at the same point in time, it's kind of just like, we don't have that many ethnic numbers this year, so it is refreshing to get something that is a little bit like this. Luckily, this is not in the same semi-final as Israel, which also has the ethnic-ish theme going on. I can't say that I know much about what this song is going to fare at Eurovision itself, but what I will try to say here is that this is that kind of number where I just think that there is going to be a stage presentation to back this up, that everyone who doubts this song at this point in time is like, oh shit, Armenia is amazing. I'm going to listen to it 2 more times and try to review it. I just want to say that I don't think they would be sending this kind of entry if Jamala didn't win last year. Okay, full disclosure time, I'm usually an Armenia stan, so I'm probably biased on this case. I'm kinda sorry. Whoa, okay, that is an impressive wig. Fly With Me is an ethnic song in a slightly not so ethnic year. The colour scheme of this one, it kind of sets this apart. This is so saturated, the colours are so bright, so lifeful, that it immediately sets it apart from its competition in terms of visual look alone. What do I mean by that? Well, last year we had a lot of blue and black kind of entries. The one that used a variety of colours that ended up winning. Yeah, sometimes you do need a wide variety of colours to be on screen so that people are like, oh yes, the one that was that colour. In terms of previous successes that have done this, Latvia in 2015 was entirely red. Okay. My biggest point here is that This is memorable in terms of both the choreography and the sound. It is different enough that you're like, oh yes, that one. But it is also well choreographed. There was not a moment in that music video that I was like, oh yeah, this is just your bog standard music video, you know. Most of it was, well, pretty well filmed for beginners. And then also looked kind of amazing when you were watching it. Now, I've got an advantage that I also wrote down as a disadvantage, so I'm going to address that now in the point between the two. So, in my advantage and disadvantage, I wrote that this is a very Björk-sounding song. Now, why do I call that an advantage and a disadvantage? Well, Björk did really, really well for herself back in, I'd say, the 90s. Why was that? Because while she was doing these off-the-wall kinds of numbers, she was still releasing kind of pop-ish enough numbers that she actually did manage to kind of chart well. So, why do I say this is an advantage and a disadvantage? Well, some people aren't that huge of a fan of Björk. Never were, never will be. And I just want to establish that just because I like Björk, just because I own a Björk album and her greatest hits, doesn't mean that every person who watches Eurovision does. Disadvantages. This is a ballad opening. Why do I say this is a disadvantage? Because if this is anywhere near the start of its half of the semi-final, then it's just going to blend in with every other ballad that started in the first half of the first semi-final, and people are going to be like, oh god, not another slow number, and going to zone out before it manages to hit its mid-tempo peak. This is not quite an expected number, and while I would have said this about songs like Love Wave and 1944, I'm not as sure that this one is going to do as well when it comes to Eurovision, but then again, we didn't really know that those two would do well until we had the stagings, did we? So it is really a thing of whether or not this kind of song is going to get good staging. It's Armenia, so I'm kind of leaning towards a yes, they're going to get good staging. Okay. And the major disadvantage that I have is this may seem inaccessible to the ordinary pop viewer. What do I mean? Well, the average audience of West Europe is not going to have heard many songs like this in the last while, and I feel like that could actually work against Armenia in some ways. Why do I say that? Because I just get the feeling that not too much of, I don't know, the Spanish audience is really going to appreciate something so off the wall, and it just could fall flat in some areas. If you have an opinion, please feel free to tweet it to @Eurovision or leave it in the comments below. So, what did I score Armenia? Well, I scored Armenia a 10 out of 10 for my first listen. My second listen scored a 10 out of 10, and my third listen also scored a 10 out of 10. Not many entries can say that they got the perfect 30 out of 30. To score a 30 out of 30 from me probably means that I'm gonna like it through the rest of the Eurovision season. So anyway, this is not the last video I will be doing because we don't have Bulgaria yet. So if you want to check out the Bulgaria video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you then. So, Armenia, good luck, and do pobacenia.